the North Cascades ecosystem, we have a rare opportunity to host a full complement of native carnivores. If you don't have the top predators, suddenly you find you have an overpopulation of ungulates, for example, elk and deer that they might feed upon. My name is Roger Christofferson and I work as a wildlife biologist here at North Cascades National Park. Here's the goods. It's a scent lure that will call in or attract black bears. Actually, we get a lot of other carnivores. I should just say carnivores in general. It's not so bad. Okay, this is the hard part. Primarily 3 ingredients: cattle blood, fish fertilizer, and fish oil. And then it cooks for like a month in the sun, and it gets really odoriferous. Carnivores have wide-ranging territories, and they need to move across the landscape to promote genetic flow.
944
meters. Yeah, okay. 944 meters to go. We made it. So we're at this site and we're going to offload some gear and set up a bear corral, which is basically just a box around 4 or 5 trees that we can set up a barbed wire system to snag some bear hair. You increase your odds of getting a hair if you spread these apart a little bit. Our next step is to build this debris pile in the center of the corral. Okay, this is what we call a remote digital camera, and it's triggered by motion and heat. Okay, now we're going to pour this scent lure, and the idea is again to attract the bear into this site. We got this debris pile, and it might think that there's some kind of dead animal or a carcass underneath, and they become curious and they sniff it out. Meanwhile, we might get a photo of the animal, and hopefully it leaves behind a tuft of hair on the barbed wire. We can extract DNA from the hair samples that we collect, and we can sort of see who's related to who and how distant that relationship is or how close it is. So imagine that you have the highway here and you have a north side and a south side, and if these two populations are very distant, for example, genetically, that might suggest that this highway acts as a barrier. They're not getting the genetic exchange that they need. Carnivores are at the top of the food chain. They're the major predators, and having them all intact makes for a complete, whole ecosystem. And it keeps things in check, keeps things in balance. It's just a legacy I want to leave behind. It's a personal legacy to leave these places at least the way I found them, so that my nieces and nephews and your children and the next generation can at least experience and see what I saw.